Hello and welcome to the ordeal. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm always looking for new subscribers, and I could really use your support. Thank you in advance. And let's get to the video here, which is a video that I found that I guess it's from England. That basically says that all of your racism was misplaced, which it isn't actually racism, it's culturalism. All your culturalism is misplaced because of the illness that is currently impacting the globe. Let's take a look. It's pretty interesting.
So, it's finally happened.
That thing you were afraid of.
Something's come from overseas.
And taken your jobs.
Made it unsafe to walk the streets.
This dude looks white to me. So he doesn't fit with the narrative, right? The narrative we're all being told is, hey, look, you evil white people don't want non-white people coming into your country. Last time I checked, that has absolutely nothing to do with what a person looks like. Nobody really cares what you look like because everybody looks different from one another. That's just how it is. Yeah, maybe this guy has a culture, comes from a culture that is antithetical to English values, and maybe his people have caused trouble. England and especially Ireland have trouble with the Romanian gypsies coming in. There was a whole movie made about it called Snatch, starring Brad Pitt. So check that out if you want to know more. But you can find the videos on YouTube, the videos of these gypsies that get into bare knuckle boxing matches with each other, and they cause all sorts of other problems, social unrest in the areas where they live.
Now ring my number, and I'm giving you 7 days to ring me, Barney, because if you don't, I'll come to find you. Do you understand that, sausage boy?
Why is it money I'm putting stop?
And another thing, Barney, I went to Applebay 5 years in a row, mate, and you was never there. But once I never went to Applebay when I was in Crown Court with my brothers. You went there doing a bit of mountain. You'd never fight me, you're hiding with 5 years. Have the bottle if you think you're any good. If you got the old bottle, have a go with my brother Huey. And me and my brother Charlie here, and knock the other 8 brothers here. There's 9 brothers here altogether. There's 3 brothers of us, and we'll knock the 9 of you spark out. You're useless.
But anyway, let's move on with this video here.
Kept you trapped in your home.
A dirty disease.
Your proud nation gone.
Proud nation gone. No. No. England is still England. I keep hearing reports these days that Hispanics and black people in the United States are being more affected by the current illness that is ravaging the world. Why? Because they're not following the rules. And that's really what it comes down to. It's not about you looking different. I don't care. My wife is a non-white foreign immigrant to the United States. The woman who I love more than anyone. The woman who loves me more than anyone. But I'm an evil white man because I want to curtail immigration. Like I said, it has absolutely nothing to do with what you look like. It's your beliefs and practices that you bring along with you that are the problem. Let's take a look here. See what else we got.
But not me.
Oh.
Or me.
Or me.
Or me.
No, you clap for me now.
Okay. Hasn't affected your country. Hasn't affected you. And it's not you. Right? You're not the problem. And there was a white girl we just saw. Let's go back. We'll see the white girl here. She looks pretty white to me. So what? And she sounded very English. She didn't sound like she had much of an accent outside of an English accent. I really don't understand what these idiots think they're doing here, trying to make me believe that I didn't support medical care workers. Yeah, I support medical workers, and I'm sure most people in England do. And most of the people working in medicine in England are, guess what? White, native-born Englanders. Oh my goodness. How is that even possible? Oh, it's probably possible because the majority of the people living in England are white. And when you start bringing in people who have a different set of customs and beliefs it starts changing things for the worse. Why do you think these people came to England? Why do you think that people are coming from countries where they don't have indoor plumbing everywhere you go, to live in a place where you do have indoor plumbing everywhere you go? Huh. Could it be that countries like England and the United States are doing something correctly and the other countries are not?
You cheer as I toil.
I don't cheer for you any more than I would regularly. Thank you for your sacrifice. All the healthcare workers who are putting their lives on the line and who are working extra hard during these difficult times. I appreciate what you do, but I appreciate what you do anyway. Yeah, I'm not cheering for those people. This is just exposed the fragility of our system, exposed a lot of the superficial nature of our system. A lot of people out there who are like, I'm important, I have an important job, blah, blah, blah. But they don't. This guy right here, I don't know if he's actually a store clerk, but store clerk is a much more important job than, say, politician. But I digress.
Bringing food to your family.
Bringing food from your soil.
Propping up your hospitals.
So, white people don't know how to farm, don't know how to stock shelves, and do not know how to prop up a medical system? Are you kidding me? My sister-in-law is a white woman who's a nurse. My sister is a white woman who is a chiropractor. I have an aunt who was a nurse. My grandmother was a nurse. Anybody else in my family that works in medicine? Not that I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, so gee, there's white people that work in medicine and can do this without you. You did not come here to save these systems. You did not come here to make these systems. You came here to partake of these systems which we have already created and which work so much better than the ones in your home country. That's why you came here. You didn't come here because it's so bad here and you don't want to be here. You don't like it here. I mean, seriously, if it's that bad, if these people are, oh, I'm a foreign invader. How dare you call me a foreign invader? I was so put upon. If you don't like it so much, go home. Go back to where you came from. Lying, hypocritical jerks. That's what you are.
Not some foreign invader.
What? That guy. Go back to him. That guy is white. So again, they're breaking their own narrative here. It's all about racism, right? Well, this guy looks whiter than I do. He has lighter hair than I do. He has lighter eyes than I do. I have pretty dark eyes. The skin tone is about the same. So this dude is whiter than I am, but he's part of the problem. Because he's not white. But no, he is white. So you're breaking your own narrative here. The problem is this is not racism, it's culturalism. There's nothing wrong with thinking one culture is better than another. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There are cultures in the world which mutilate people and enslave people. That's not okay. That's not as good as a culture that doesn't do those things. At least in that regard. I mean, maybe a culture that doesn't do those things does a lot of other terrible things, but anyway, moving on with this video.
Teacher. Lifesaver.
Don't say go home.
Don't say.
She's white. She has red hair. Only white people have red hair.
Not here.
Don't say not here. Okay.
You know how it feels for home.
She looks almost white.
Be a prison.
You know how it feels to live in fear.
So you clap for me now.
I'm not clapping for you. Why would I clap for you? You've done nothing special. You've done nothing that a white person could not do. You make it sound like you're the only person in the world who could do this job that you're doing, whatever that job is. And you have the freedom to walk around on the streets of the country that you live in. If you live in the United States, if you live in Western Europe, you have those freedoms. Yet right now, we don't have those freedoms as much as we used to. We're being asked to stay home, and in some cases forced to stay home, But I've shared some stories. If you watch my channel, I've shared some stories with you about how I've been mistreated in the world by people. You think that I like going outside and having to deal with these people, the way they mistreat me? And I live in a country that is a white country founded by white people for white people, and I'm white. So don't even sit there and give me this crap about how you think you're so much better than me and how you have to stay home and hide because there's evil white people out there that want to mistreat you. 'Cause that's not true. I treat everybody with respect, yet I get treated with disrespect persistently.
All this love you are bringing.
But don't forget when it's no longer quiet.
Don't forget when you can no longer hear the birds singing.
Or see clearer waters.
That I cross for you.
I'm sorry, what now? You crossed clear waters for me? No, you didn't, you liar. You lying liar who lies. You're a lying liar who lies. And this makes me very angry. You did not cross any waters to come here to be for me. For me. You did not come here for me at all. You came here for yourself. You look like you're Indian. You got the little dot. That's a Indian cultural thing. So you left India because, hey, guess what? They don't have proper sanitation there and people get dysentery. When was the last time you heard of somebody in a Western country getting dysentery? Doesn't happen that often, but it happens a lot in places like India. So don't even start this lie with me. You did not come here for me. You came here for yourself. I see this every time in the United States. Hispanic people come here and demand that we do things the way that they do them in their home country. It's a persistent thing with them. They don't come here for themselves. They want the high standard of living, but they want to keep their culture. They don't understand that the high standard of living means you have to leave that culture behind. You have to. That culture is what puts you in a low standard of living.
To make lives filled with peace.
Okay, so this is a lie here. Now, she just said she came here for us. The last lady said she came here for us, and now she says she says that she wants to make lives. This implies that she's making a life for herself that is filled with peace. But considering what the last lady said about how she came here for us, this statement means that you came here to make England a peaceful place. England has not known war for a long time. They had a conflict in the Falkland Islands, I think was the last thing that they did. They also did some stuff in the Middle East with us when they were helping us out with our Middle Eastern wars. But England hasn't had war on its shores since World War II. So that's been since 1944 when World War II ended. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was April of 1944 when World War II ended. That's just off the top of my head. So I'll throw the date up on the screen when I edit the video.
And bring peace to your life too.
Oh, there you go. So he's going to bring peace to our life too. No. You didn't bring peace to our life. That's the thing. You brought disruption. You bring disruption. I mean, we've all heard about the Pakistani grooming gangs that are grooming young girls, children, and then sexually assaulting them, teaching them how to be sex slaves. You think this is peaceful for their communities up there? They're bringing gang violence. They're bringing just violence in general. Stabbings have gone up through the roof in England because of the violence that is coming with these people from other countries. And then this lady says, "Come all you Gretas." I'm assuming that's a reference to Greta Thunberg, who's also a hypocrite. And if you watch my channel, you know that I am 100% in the belief that global warming is driven by human behavior, and that we need to change our behavior. We need to do something to stop global warming from happening, or at least slow it down quite a bit, because this is not going to be a picnic. Global warming is the threshold that we need to get past for our species to continue advancing technologically. But Greta Thunberg she's not doing it for the environment. She's doing it for herself.
Come, all you Gretas.
You Malalas.
What the heck is a Malala? Was that a Middle Eastern girl who got shot in the face or something? I don't know.
You immigrants.
See what we have learned.
It only takes the smallest thing
To change the world.
They have this emotional music playing to try and tug at your heartstrings while they show all these people these different people. To every care, key worker, volunteer, and neighbor. The music has gotten more intense now. Put their lives on the line to help beat. What about thinking the people who are not foreign? I mean, you are just thinking everybody here, but you're only showing foreigners. Alright, now comments have been disabled on this video because, of course, they know that they would get torn apart. They put this up here, how racist, how disgusting this is, how culturalist this is, saying that England is not a good culture and they need to have these people come here and make their lives and their country better. And England is relatively new to this compared to the United States. The United States was founded with foreigners already on the soil of the land. I mean, we came here, the foreigners founded the country. Basically, the non-natives founded the country, but they brought with them also blacks from Africa who are not native to the United States or North America in general. So there were Native Americans here, and there were blacks here, and there were whites here that founded the country. So we've had the mixing going on for a long time. Spain has also had this problem for a long time with the Arabs. The Arabs who came in and established Islam in Spain. So, you know, Western Europe was largely on board and wanted to be all together on board with each country and wanted to have a high standard of living. And they were allowing only like Westerners, Europeans, and Eastern Europeans come into their countries. So people were they already looked the same. They wanted to learn the language. Yeah, there were some cultural differences, like I mentioned the Romanians earlier, the Romanian gypsies earlier. But nothing like you're seeing now when you have people coming in who say, hey, guess what? We do not respect white people and want to hurt them and kill them as much as we possibly can. That's what's happening in these countries. And in the United States, too, there are plenty of people who are not white who want to kill white people. It's perfectly acceptable within the media in general to say, hey, white man is bad. But I can't say that about any other race of people. I can say, hey, United States is bad, but I can't say that about any other country or culture. I would be called a racist, even though it's not racism. It's culturalism. It's nationalism. And there's nothing wrong with supporting the country that you live in, especially if it's doing a good job of making your life comfortable. You know, people keep coming to the United States. People keep coming to the Western world, to Canada, Western Europe, to Australia. They keep moving to these countries. They keep moving into these countries in droves. And then I'm told by these immigrants right here that I'm the problem. It's like, then why are you here? So, anyway, thanks for watching. That's all I got. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.